This episode of the Real Rescue Podcast is brought to you by SR3 Rescue Concepts, because you don't know what you don't know. Life-Saving Systems Corporation, we do our work so you can do yours. Tough gear for tough jobs. Breeze Eastern, the world's only dedicated hoist and winch provider. And Hilo Vodka, simply better vodka. SR3 Rescue Concepts is a training company that can help you with your helicopter training, a standardization and safety check, or maybe just an audit or an FAA refresher. They're ready to bring your agency up to date with current techniques, rules, regulations, and equipment. The training staff is amazing, with certified and flight instructor pilots, experienced crew members, which I'm happy to say that I get to be one of them. They offer training in rescue, medical, tactical, firefighting, ground operations, and night vision goggle use. SR3 has partnered with Petzl to assist with the PPE inspection course and the highly specific Lazard, which is used in helicopter cliff and mountain rescues. SR3 goes above and beyond the helicopter world too. They also provide high-angle rescue training and tactical medicine training. Contact them today at SR3RescueConcepts.com. That's SR3RescueConcepts.com. And follow them on Instagram at SR3_rescue. That's SR3_rescue. We're also brought to you by Life-Saving Systems Corporation. They manufacture the world's toughest helicopter rescue gear. From my favorite harness as a rescueman, the Triton, to the rescue baskets and litters, and of course the most popular hoist hook in helicopters, the D-Lock. The team at LSC cuts, bends, welds, sews, and machines these products into existence every day and then sends them on their way to us. We do our work so you can do yours. LSC, tough gear for tough jobs. Check them out today at lifesavingsystems.com. That's lifesavingsystems.com. And follow them on Instagram at RESQGEAR. That's at RESQGEAR. We're also brought to you by Breeze Eastern. Since the very first helicopter rescue in November 1945, Breeze Eastern has designed and manufactured superior rescue hoist solutions. While much of the technology and unique mission requirements have changed over the past 75 years, their commitment to the rescuers, the operators, and those who get rescued has not. Contact Breeze Eastern today by visiting them at breeze-eastern.com. That's breeze-eastern.com. And we are brought to you by Hilo Vodka. Hilo Vodka is a premium craft vodka, made from the highest quality ingredients and 6 times distilled. Hilo Vodka was made to be crisp, refreshing, and unintrusive. It's exactly how vodka should be made, clean enough to drink neat and worthy to be mixed with your favorite cocktails. They make a crisp, refreshing vodka that is carefully carbon filtered for a smooth sip and no bite. Hilo Vodka is proudly 100% American made and veteran owned. Simply better vodka. Order yours today by visiting HiloShopVodka.com. That's HiloShopVodka.com. FedEx delivery is available in most states. Use the promo code capitals RESQ and you get 10% off your order. Plus, if you buy 3 bottles or more, it's free shipping. Please remember to drink responsibly, and FAA Part 91 says 8 hours, bottle the throttle. The Rescue Swimmer Association, or EURORSA, which used to be European Rescue Swimmer Association, was started by 2 rescue swimmers meeting in the sea after a mishap and has turned into a worldwide community, with other rescue swimmers coming from all over the globe sharing their different ideas, perspectives, equipment, tips, and tricks. Through their members forum, they're able to share experiences, lessons learned, write-ups from local doctors, and patient care information. This is a go-to library for just about anything from rescue swimmers around the world. EURORSA is supported by different vendors that help keep the association going. These partners include Eurosuit, Light Flight, Leonardo Helicopters, IWCS, Collins Aerospace, Life Saving Systems Corporation, HeliSafe, CHC Helicopters, AirSafe, Axness, and Cressy. As well as showcasing the latest equipment available for helicopter rescue operations, having these partners involved give the members an opportunity to talk directly to the equipment specialist. They get hands-on equipment to see exactly how to use it and how to care for it. This is vital for successful missions. With the constant changes in rescue, new equipment, having this type of community is a great way to stay up to date. This is open for any and all active rescue swimmers from all over the world. You can join them by going to EURORSA.com. That's EURORSA.com. You click on the joining button and then fill out the questionnaire. Hit submit. The board will take a look at the application and get right back to you. The cool part about this episode is now we get to hear how it all began. In this episode of the ASTerisk, we're joined by Sami and Risto from Finland. It just so happens that Risto is one of the founding members of EURORSA, and he gives the rescue that made it all happen. With a vessel in distress, big seas, broken hoist cables, 2 countries working together, this is one heck of a story. I hope you guys enjoy this story as much as I did. My name is Jason Quinn. I am United States Coast Guard Rescue Swimmer number 500. These are my rescues and rescues from those of us that put our lives on the line every day so others may live. This is the Real Rescue Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Real Rescue Podcast. And today, ladies and gentlemen, I have got a treat for you guys because we are going to learn something from our friends over at the Finnish Border Guard. I've got Sami Ollila. Is that right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. And then Risto Leino.
Perfect.
Okay, all right. So these guys work with the Finnish Border Guard, the Air Patrol Squadron, and are both rescue swimmers. Sami got a little more training. He's a paramedic. But the reason we have them on today is because they're the key components that started the European Rescue Swimmer Association. I am pumped to have them here. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. What's up?
Thank you, Jason. Happy to be here.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Thank you, Jason. Same to hear.
This is great, man. Little side note for everybody out there. Risto's got a little help with interpretation there from Sami. So if you hear him speak some Finnish, is that right? The Finnish is the normal language.
Yeah.
Language. Okay. So thank you, Sami. Risto, I got you. You can speak in Finnish all you want. I'll just say, yep.
Yep.
Oh, gosh, I love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys.
So basically, we can talk about whatever we want. So.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh, that's great. Sami, if you would be so kind, please introduce yourself to everybody out there and just kind of let them know who you are and how you got into search and rescue.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you, Jason, for inviting me to this podcast. It's really exciting to be here. And my name is Sami Ollila, and I've been with the Finnish Border Guard Air Patrol Squadron as a rescue swimmer for 24 years now. And the last 3 years, 2 to 3 years, my position has been as a paramedic, as I studied the degree aside my job 2 years ago. Yeah, that's basically living in Helsinki. And
living in Helsinki. Nice. Beautiful. Short and sweet to the point. I like it. What do you like for pastime? One side question. What do you like to do in your off time when you're not working or studying?
Well, I try to keep myself in shape, doing some maybe running, swimming, whatever I feel like doing.
Nice.
Nothing specific. I don't have right now a routine to one single sports. So I basically do whatever I feel like doing.
Right?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Mr. Risto, please give us a little background, who you are and how you got into rescue.
Okay. Hey, My name is Risto Leino, living in Turku. And before my conscription, I decided to find out how to get the job from the Coast Guard. I live in we have a archipelago in summer house, and I seen there Coast Guard boats and trying to get how they are working. And being close to water has been always be natural for me. And in conscript time, I applied to Finnish Navy drivers in conscript time, and after that, I'm trying to get the job with our Patrol Squadron. And I started with 1988.
1988, nice.
Yes, okay. In Turku base and after that I retired in 2018 after 6,000 and more than 6,300 flight hours.
Well done, sir.
Yes, with the helicopter and little bit with the helicopter and aeroplane too. But the reason why we are here is the broken winch cable in the middle of the sea in the dark and storm.
So the broken hoist cable in the middle of the dark and stormy, that is exactly why we are here. But before I go that far, what helicopter are you guys flying on currently?
It's H215 or AS332 L1E.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So
I am not familiar with
that. Basically it has the same avionics as 225, but the fuselage is the same as the older 332.
Okay. Wow. Very nice. Okay. It's not an aircraft that I'm very familiar with. I know the 225 pretty well. Haven't hoisted out of it, but I know that aircraft a little bit. So, but basically it's a very large aircraft, 225 S92 size. Is that what you're telling me?
332 is a little bit smaller than 225. So it's a very sort of very good helicopter for the multi-role purposes that we use it for. So
so you guys are all part of the Finnish Border Guard, and we're going to hear the story about basically how EURORSA started. So the European Rescue Swimmer Association, which a lot of it happened because of your rescue, Risto, getting launched out in a dark and stormy and then left on scene. So first of all, what was the case that you got called out on?
Yes, the case was evacuation of the crew from Heracles Bulk in 2004. Yes, it was a problematic SAR mission.
A problematic SAR mission?
Yes, and I was a Finnish rescue swimmer, and there was a ship on distress, and there were two helicopters in that time which taking part about the missions. And the first of all, there was Oscar Hotel Victor Fox, and they hoist up with that Heracles Bulk with the 4 people.
Okay, so you get 4 people off the vessel on the first helicopter.
Yes, in the first base, and then they leave about the 4 people in the ships, but the ships they are after that they are leaving. Mikä on Sami pitää suunta? They are leaving only drifting at the sea.
Yeah, they just if you may, Risto, take a step back. There was the original reason for that, for the distress, was that the combination confronted such a sea state that it was very difficult to handle this combination anymore, and they more or less just tried to keep the bow to the wind, and they were basically drifting and trying to maneuver the combination in a way that the bow would be against the wind, on headwind.
Yes.
Do you remember how big the waves were?
Yes, the wind was something about middle of the 46 or 63 knots when they looking about the helicopter, mikä laskin on, the helicopter instruments.
Okay.
And
the helicopter calculator.
Yes, calculator, and the water was something about 4 degrees.
4 degrees Celsius?
Yes, and then
that's cold.
Yes, and they think that the waves were something about 5 till 10 meters.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so for all my imperial friends out there, 10 meters is about 30 feet. So you're talking 5 meters, anywhere between 15 and 30 feet. Holy God, that's a big gap too. That's huge.
Yes.
All right, so now you, sorry, Risto, so you get put down into the water to pull people out of the ocean.
Yes,
okay.
When they were with that first flight, they hoist up on the shifts, but then when the ship was just drifting and falling there, and they drifting about 25 degrees both sides, and just the side to the wind when they have leave the motors. And they are just drifting the the side to the wind, and we make the decision that it is too difficult and dangerous to hoist on the ships, and we make that decision that they are jumping on the water once at time, and then we hoist up when we get that first to helicopter, the second can jumping to the water.
You know, it's awesome that you say that because that's what the guys just recently did down in Norway, and I've done that with guys off, in Alaska, and having guys jump from the vessel to the water. It seems crazy, but it's easier for us to get them out of the water than it is off a vessel, especially in big seas like that. I mean, great idea.
Yes, and then the boat was drifting about the 3 knots with the wind. And when they jump at the water, the boat going downstairs, and so boats go so fast that 3 knots, and then we have time to pick up that guys. But the ships was going to the mikä Sami matalikko?
It was drifting to shallow waters.
Oh.
Yes, to shallow waters, and near the about the Grundkallen lighthouse. And
so the ship is about to run aground. Is what we
yes. Yes,
that's,
and
that's not good.
Yes, that's not good. And then when the water deep was something about 60 meters, and it came lower and lower to the near about that lighthouse, and then the waves comes bigger, and they are going to mikä Sami murtua.
Yeah, the waves grow in height so that they start to break.
It was something like surf waves when
like
you are seeing surf waves when you are seeing like that. Then
so you've got big breakers, the breakers coming off.
Yes, break.
Oh,
Yes, the
man.
wave breaker.
Well,
Yes.
that makes that actually makes total sense then, because if you start with your 15-foot waves offshore, and then as
Yes.
they're coming in, now they're gaining and getting higher to that 30-foot, or really, sorry, 5
Yes.
meters to 10 meters, and then you have breakers on top of that. Holy smoke, that's pretty
Yes.
impressive.
Yes, and then we succeeded to take 3 guys like that systems, and the captain of the ship was the last one, of course. And
That's mine too.
Yes, and he's coming little bit hurry to jump out because the boat is going to the lighthouse near about it's törmäsi. Mikä on törmätä? It's
crashed.
It's crashed to the lighthouse, and there was on the water was that the captain of the Heracles bulk, and it was the last guy going to down there to swimming. And when they hoist me downstairs, I was going inside that the big waves was broken, and I was inside at the waves, and it came so big hot that it broken my hoist cable.
Oh my gosh. All right. So let me recap that to make sure that I've got this. You get hoisted down into the water. You're in
Yes.
a 10-meter wave that's breaking. You get rolled in that wave and put so much tension on the cable that it broke.
Yes.
Yeah.
Buddy, oh my gosh.
Yes.
All right. So now you guys do not have dual hoist at this time. You have one hoist on the aircraft.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
At the time, yeah.
So
Yeah.
now you're in the water with
the captain.
with the guy,
With the captain.
with the
of
captain.
The ship. Yes.
The two of you. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
And you're floating or drifting or being pushed towards shore.
Yes, we were there on the water, and at the same time they were life rafts have opened automatically with that Heracles bulk, and I see the life rafts on the water, and I have the captain with me, and then we started to swim to the life rafts. And also in that time the Maritime Rescue Center in Finland, they have ordered the Swedish helicopter to back up.
All right, so now this is where the Finnish Border Guard picks up the phone and says, "Hello, Sweden. We need some help. Our guys are now left out on scene." And
Yes, we have a rescue mission during doing the rescue mission, and there comes the Swedish helicopter to back up. And then when the cable broken, I was on the water with the captain, and we are swimming towards the life rafts. And when we reach about the life rafts, they are coming Swedish guy on the Swedish helicopter rescue swimmer, and they pick up the captain, and then they pick up me. And then there was a 2 rescue swimmer middle of the storm, and thinking each other, okay, hello, my name is Risto, and he says that my name is Daniel.
Oh, that is awesome. And
Yes.
again, I'm going to recap this for everybody to make sure that we understand this crystal clear. You get put in the water, rolled by a wave, the cable breaks. The Finnish Border Guards makes a phone call over to Sweden, who sends a helicopter out with a full rescue crew, puts their rescue swimmer in the water, to pull out the captain and then pull out you. And then you look at each other like, what's up?
Yes. When we on the helicopter, Sami can show you some photos what Sweden are taking. It just when the hoist operation has happened, in the photos in Swedish helicopter.
That
But
is
then Daniel,
incredible.
yes, and then
that was
then
the video station that I sent you earlier. It's from this moment that Risto was picked up by the Swede.
Yep.
Which I will be posting, by the way. Everybody will have an opportunity to see that. It's just the fact that you have two countries with two rescue crews. We're all out to do the same job, help each other out, and the cool part about it is like no one ever really talked at this point in time. Like there wasn't a communication between the rescue swimmers community throughout Europe, much less the world. Now it's a really worldwide. I mean, I'm happy to say, hey, I'm a new member. This guy right here, a new member. Yeah, but
yes,
this is awesome.
Yes, and after they have in rescue 996 from Sweden, they have pick up us, and then we fly to Mariehamn, and then we change the cruise. I'm going to Finnish helicopter with the captain of the crew, and then the Swedish guys go up, and it was middle of the night in Turku, and then we fly to Mariehamn to Turku, and in Turku we was a little bit before 1 o'clock at the night.
Oh my gosh!
And after that, it came little by little that idea that it might be a good meet rescue swimmers in other countries. You don't have to see that in first time in the middle of the sea, in the middle of the storm, in the middle of the night, and with the cold water. It's quite good to see each other. It's a little bit easier to work together and ask about how they are working and studying with the rescue swimmers work. And it's shortly, the story is like that.
So when you guys decided to like come together to create this European Rescue Swimmer Association, which I'm now going to call EURORSA because that's what it's called for short, EURORSA. Where what was the first meeting or how did that come to be?
I think it really started to progress when the social media started to kind of bring an effect here in Finland. I think it was around 2008, around then, and we actually the first forum that we sort of built in Facebook was called Helicopter Rescue Swimmers or something like that, just to kind of test out if we could get people kind of in there to connect with people from other countries. And quite quickly, a guy from Spain, Carlos de Campos, a legendary guy from Spain in northern Spain, still working as a hoist operator.
Hey, that guy! Look at that good-looking guy. I see him right there.
yeah.
Okay.
Big shout out to Carlos if he's listening.
Yes.
Come on, Carlos. Carlos, right?
Yeah.
You know what? We'll tag him. We'll make sure he listens.
Yeah. Do that. So Carlos was, I think, the first one that was out of northern countries that kind of got in contact with us, and gradually from there we got a few contacts from of course from Sweden and of course Estonia and then Denmark and one connection then afterwards came through Risto from the UK, also a legend called Chris Bond. He has nice last name.
Chris Bond.
And,
Bond.
Yeah.
Chris Bond.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Chris is still working with Bristow on SAR standards there. And yeah, all these connections we invited for a meet in Finland at Meriturva, the Finnish maritime training center, and we had a 2-day sort of conference there where people were basically introducing their own organizations and telling a little bit about the work that they do. And then we took a ferry to Estonia to meet our colleagues there at their base, and there was Janus Altnurmi was there.
Janos,
main
my
contact.
boy Janos. Yeah. I know Janos well.
Yeah.
Shout out to Janos too.
Yeah. So during this trip to Estonia, we got the idea that well, there might be a sort of space for an association for European colleagues, and then gradually it has grown. It was a few 10 people, and now we have about 350 members from all over the world actually right now, and that's why we actually changed the name from European Rescue Swimmers to Rescue Swimmer Association, EURORSA, leaving the EURORSA kind of in the name. So, so we have.
I love it.
From the get-go, we thought that we would have live meetings every second year, and the first meeting was in Denmark, and thereafter Spain, Italy, and Iceland, and in 2020 we were supposed to go to Portugal, but because of the COVID situation we had to cancel it, and it looks like we're going to meet in 2022 in Portugal, the next meeting. And it has basically gradually.
I'll be there. Twist my arm. Yeah. I'll be there. All right. You don't have to hurt me. I'll be there.
Yeah, you must be there. So gradually it has grown. In the first meeting in Denmark, we had maybe about under 50 participants, and
it was some.
Yeah, and the last meeting it was about 150.
Oh, that's incredible.
In Iceland. So. And it's been really nice lately that we have got contacts like you from guys from the States also joining the association and also attending the meetings. It's been great to have you on board as well.
Yeah. Hey, listen, thank you so much for allowing me to be part of it too. I feel honored because you guys, it's incredible to me to see what everybody is doing all through Europe, and like the guys and girls, the crew members over in Ireland right now. Holy smoke! And the cases they've just had. It's such a great learning lesson for everyone, in the whole community. And
and it's a great way to kind of learn when you hear face-to-face people talking about their experiences during rescue missions and so on. And that's I think it's the most fruitful part of the meetings is the actual informal conversations that you are having with people and so on. Yeah.
I know also in Sami hang around together.
Sorry?
We all get to hang out.
Hang around together.
We get to drink some beer. Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And then we try to PT the next day and go for a swim. Oh gosh.
Yeah. That's why the Finns do so well in it.
Yeah.
In the EURORSA meets.
Duly noted. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you guys collectively, since the formation or the foundation of this, what have you learned from each other that really stands out to you guys?
Well, I think in the beginning, at least from my point of view, the motivation for this kind of forums and contacts was, I think it was more related to gear, to the rescue swimmer gear, because there was at the time there was a lot of stuff that and things that different organizations sort of had to come by themselves in a way to figure out what kind of gear we would need for this and that, and I think this was one of the main reason it kicked in so fast, and because we all have the same problems everywhere, and you have an immediate contact online to ask about a guideline or a weak link or whatever. You get tons of answers there, and you can then sort of judge yourself which way you want to go with a certain thing.
Yeah, super smart. Actually, I was just recommended a dry suit that I believe you guys use because it's made in Finland. Said it's amazing, and I apologize. It's like a Eurofin, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, it's Ursuit.
Oh,
Risto has the logo in his chest.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Show the logo.
Ursuit. Yeah.
Okay, so I was just told about that as far as being an amazing dry suit that you guys use out there.
Yeah, we've been using the Ursuit products for maybe almost as long as I have been in the job, 20 years at least. And of course, it's Finnish and it's close. The factory is close by, and we have very, very sort of almost personal contacts with the people at Ursuit, and they are very, very not only towards us, but in general, they are very flexible in customizing the suits, whatever way the customer wants it to be customized. So that's one strong point with Ursuit. Yeah.
Yes, and it's also true that we have to say that the first meeting in Lohja, the Ursuit make that possible also.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
They own system.
Yeah, and also for EURORSA. Ursuit has been one of the first major sort of supporters for all our events. So yeah.
That's great. That is fantastic. You know, I heard the first time I ever heard about EURORSA specifically was from Butch Flight, who you guys remember at one point or another. I don't know if he's still a member, but he was at the time.
Yeah, he was actually in the first meeting in Denmark. He was
nice.
With representing Capewell, I think, at the time there.
Correct. Yeah. Capewell Aerial Machine and Tool. Yep. And then Mario Vitone, who's with LSC right now, Life Saving Systems Corporation. You know, he's a part of the EURORSA as well. And then another big key component that has introduced me to this is Kim Gurmishu, who that's not her last name, but that's okay.
Yeah.
She accepts that I'm American and that's how I pronounce it.
Yeah.
But it's awesome what you guys are doing with this and the lessons learned. And you know, I'll throw Janos a bone there, because he had actually taught me a couple things about what they do with the Estonia Guard and using what you guys know as a guideline or trail line or tagline, whatever you want to call it, out of the raft, and have one leg in the raft and one leg out of the raft and holding tension there. So you're actually putting enough tension on the edge of the raft, so you're actually holding the raft stable with the helicopter at the same time as you're getting your patients or your victims extracted. Brilliant. I was like, that's really nice.
Yes, so, it was that technique what we are using about the Estonia distress, and we succeeded quite well.
So you guys actually took that from the Estonians and used it for yourself for rescues?
Risto means during the Estonia, the motor vessel Estonia disaster that happened in '94, where almost 900 people perished there, and they hoisted hundreds of people from water and rafts at the time, and they used this method because it was a time-critical mission to get as much people out from the water and out from the raft. So you sort of took the risk to put everybody alone in a strap and just push them with the guideline.
Wow!
Yes, and it was quite successful method to use that in that case.
Wow! Dang, I am sorry, I don't know that case. 1994. So there, 900 people.
You have, Jason, you have really missed something if you don't know this as a rescue swimmer.
I gotta call Janos.
You have to go online. Yeah.
Janos.
Don't call Janos about this. No. Yes. Get beat up.
Okay, I will not get.
Yes. The truth about that after that Estonia distress, we educated the rescue swimmers to Estonia.
Yeah.
So you guys went up there to give them help.
They came to Finland actually. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And we educated them about our systems and our equipments, and I hope they have get quite good start about the rescue swimmers work from Finland.
Well, in that case, I'll tell you that it got passed on to me. So, you know what? It's got to be doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. So, even before EURORSA started, you guys had information passing on that has gotten to me, and I'm excited about it. So, well done, boys. Man, wow. So, other than and every 2 years, and I also know there's a physical fitness test that we're supposed to take for all of the members that are in the European Rescue Swimmer Association. So, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it was a thing that we sort of started to think about around 2014 or something like that. Because it's sort of been a never-ending process in Finland to sort of change the tests and so on, and we sort of got woken up in a situation where this is all so messy around the world in a way where there's really no standards, like international standards that measure the proficiency in water for the rescue swimmers, and this was basically the idea that we sort of thought that we could make a test as a proposal what a test could be maybe, and so now we have just basically been gathering data during these meets to kind of establish a minimum standard time for that test. Then
awesome. I love it. So you guys, to recap all this, you have a rescue swimmer from the Finnish Border Guard, gets a broken cable stuck in the water. The guys from Sweden come over and hook you up. You guys are like, what's up? Rescue Swimmer Association is born, and the amount of information that has been passed around the entire group is incredible. And now you have a PT standard to get into it. You have meetings every 2 years, and you have an open discussion, which is a great platform, by the way, that you have a way to talk about cases beyond just social media, like, you know, because you hear a lot of stuff on Facebook or Instagram, but these cases come up, and I've seen other stuff such as medical conversations as far as schooling, or, you know, hey, this is the case I would do with paramedic work. This is what we would do for you guys specifically in hypothermic victims or people in the hypothermic waters or getting cold waters that become hypothermic. And it's incredible. You guys have done an amazing job. So thank you for letting me be a part of it. This is awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's not, I think we have all done it. So all the members kind of do it. There's no single individual actually does it. So we try to keep it open that way.
And that's why I like our group. We are very humble. Thank you. Way to be humble, Sami. All right, Mr. Vice President.
Yes.
Man, incredible story, you guys. That is incredible. I cannot thank you enough for sharing. You know, the lessons that are going to be continued to be learned throughout this. I really am looking forward to joining you guys in the next meeting, just to hear what you guys do. You know, the conversation about staying on the hook versus getting on the hook, off the hook to free swim. You know, baskets versus litters versus your AVEDs and screamer suits and quick drops and all the other gear that everybody else is using, the dry suit that you guys specifically are using in Finland. I am very excited about this. And I thank you for all the information that you're putting out there for everybody. So real quick, how does everybody that's a rescue specialist, rescue swimmer specifically, how do they get in touch with you guys to be involved in the EURORSA? Like, what do they have to do?
Well, you can find us online, EURORSA.com, and there's basically an application form at the website where you can fill in that application form. And of course, there's some rules regarding membership that you have to be like a full-time professional rescue swimmer to be able to attend. But every case sort of will be looked at by the board anyway. There may be some exceptions done if we see a single person kind of bringing up something for the association or so on. So,
all right.
Yeah.
So for everybody out there, EURORSA.com, and then there's a contact down there. Hit contact, send an email. And then you guys, as the board, because there's a full board to the Rescue Swimmer Association that review every applicant that wants to be a part of the association. So, man, I love it. Dude, I love it. Thank you guys for what you're doing. This is amazing. Again, thank you so much for coming on and sharing this with everybody. Everybody out there, it's a rescue swimmer, active duty on doing the job. Send these boys an email. Let's get it even bigger. All right. I love it.
Welcome.
I love it.
Yes, you are welcome. Nobody left behind.
Nobody left behind.
Exactly.
Yes. Coming from the man that was not left behind. Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
See you.
Risto, Sami, thank you guys again so much. It has been an absolute pleasure. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of here.
Yes, you are welcome.
Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Real Rescue Podcast. Please take a minute and, like my daughters like to tell me, like and subscribe. Oh yeah. I'm pulling chocks and taking off. But before I go, if anyone out there has a rescue story that they would be willing to share, I would be humbled and honored to have you as a guest. Or if you have any questions about any of the rescues or anything else that we talk about here on this podcast, send me an email, therealresq@gmail.com. That's TheRealResq@gmail.com. You can also check us out on our Facebook and Instagram page at The Real Rescue. That's at TheRealResq. I also want to give a special thank you to all of you staying on the watch today. Always remember that when that SAR alarm goes off, those in distress are praying for a miracle. They are going to get you. Until next time, fly safe and swim hard.